Welcome to Leogang. It is early morning. The juniors are on track. They're getting their hour of practice in before race runs. Later on it is the A practice. We'll do some more analysis for that, but for B practice I thought, this is a massive jump. Let's see who can jump the furthest. So this video is supported by all the lovely people on Patreon who donate a little bit of money towards me making these videos. I wouldn't be making them without these people. They're the original supporters of Cathro Vision. So massive thanks to all of them. They get to submit questions that I will then go out, ask the pros, ask managers, ask anyone on site. So if you're wanting to help out the channel, help out these videos, and maybe submit some questions for me to ask, head to the link in the description. Go help me out. Really appreciate it. Okay, enough chatting. Let's go check out this jump. Yo. Yes.
Yes.
You get it?
Yeah. Oh, over the sun too. Boom. Yeah. Done.
It looks like everyone was keeping it pretty chill, but I mean, they do have a race this afternoon. We've got a load of really good Patreon questions to ask. I'm going to scoot about the pits while the race runs for the juniors are going on, and we'll come back up for the seniors. Matt, I said in a video in Fort William that you'd broken ribs and you weren't going to race a bike. Matt Walker is sadly not going to be able to race at this round. Then you did. Did you break ribs?
Well, it was a bit of a weird one really, because I went to Fort William Hospital.
Yeah.
And the first thing was that I had an X-ray on my chest. What they were looking for was big chunks of bone that have been separated. So say the same rib fractured in two places, so there's a bit in the middle floating about. So that's what they were looking for, and they said, well, that's not happened here, so it's not as serious as that. But in terms of ribs being like fractured or cracked, we can't tell, and we don't care, because they can't do anything for us. They can't do anything for it anyway. I couldn't really tell you in black and white what I actually did, but I was just really sore for a few weeks, and then yeah, just got on the painkillers, and I could kind of deal with it. So yeah, I thought, why not?
It's good to see you back on a bike, but I've actually got a question for you from a viewer. So it's Mick H, and he's wanting to know, on this track, which bit do you find the scariest and why?
Going up to the last jump, because sometimes it can be windy.
Yeah, it was looking okay this morning. No one was really pushing it though. See, at race pace, do you have to like squash it hard, or can you just float it?
Yeah, you kind of just stay pretty neutral and you can get to the landing pretty nice.
So no Tyrian nosedives then?
No, the takeoff's a lot mellower than when that happened, so no, touch wood will be all good.
I'm Joe, I'm head mechanic for Trek Factory Racing Downhill, and this is Reese Wilson's bike.
Ah, very nice. I actually have a question for you from Stuart Kane. Now, he was watching the World Cup in Fort William, and he has watched many World Cups, and he's seen a lot of snap chains, and unfortunately, Reese had one in Fort William. So what he's wanting to know is, with the risk of snapping chains, there may be like little kind of discrepancies or little kind of imperfections in a brand new chain. Would you not be better to use a chain that's already been race tested and you know it's good?
Yeah, 100%, and that's what we do, yeah.
Okay.
We'd never go into a race run with any brand new product, regardless of any part of the bike which is on, that hasn't been ridden in or bedded in beforehand.
So do you not put a fresh chain on each weekend?
We put one on each weekend, but it's done at least some practice runs, like 2 or 3 practice runs before.
What Stuart is, I guess, wanting to know is, if you've done a race and you know the chain's good, is it worth then keeping that, or would you always just prefer to put a fresh one on?
Yes, you could argue that you can run all the same stuff, but at the same time, if you feel a chain even after one weekend compared to a new one, that lateral movement in there between the links, there is more present, and when you're shifting down the cassette or up the cassette, that side load, it does have the opportunity to go at a sharper angle, meaning that there's more side load on the chain itself. So we like to put a new chain on for each race going into that. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lady, how are you this morning?
Good. I just had I just started sinking my teeth into my morning coffee, so I'm much better than I was 5 minutes ago.
Oh, the brain is sharpening up. Okay, so you ready for a question?
Okay, fire.
Okay, so Rory Brown Kerr, he wants to know, you're in charge of constructing the perfect race. So racecraft mental, so pick one rider for that. Physical, style, and pure speed. What are you going to have?
Racecraft mental, I'm going to go with Greg. If they're targeting a race. Mick Hanna also knows how to target a race. Yeah, he can train a whole season to deliver for one day. Physical, Brooke McDonald. Yeah, because
For William Morway.
Yeah, just because like when you see Brooke pedaling, he pushes such a massive gear.
Yeah.
Like he's not doing a high cadence, and he just pulls away from everyone.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, it'd be sick to see a power meter on that guy.
Yeah.
Style. I like Blinky. Sometimes he might come down and he'll be like a bit back, but he looks like he's fully racing.
Yeah.
But I always get pretty pumped when I watch Blinky ride. And he does the sick pedal scrub.
Yeah, it just is insane. And shout out to Blinky, he's having a kid today.
He's got a bun in the oven. Yeah. If I just think pure speed, Sam Hill, Val de Sol with the blown up shock. Yeah. That's pure speed. That is the epitome of hanging it out in a race run.
I'll try and build up a rider here of all the bits.
yeah, but that's it.
Cool, nice one, have a good race.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, so I mean, we thought we were done, and I've just found another question. So CLEMENT CARBONNET, good name that, or CARBONNET. He was saying, if bikes did not exist, what would you ride down a hill?
I'd want to say skis, but like, I guess he's going for something else. Maybe like a dirt scooter.
Dirt scooter?
I haven't ridden one yet, but if bikes didn't exist, yeah, it'd definitely be something on two wheels. Yeah.
What's this piece in the back though?
That's Rog. We picked that up for 150 euros off Facebook Marketplace in Maribor. And yeah, it's like a pedal, you back pedal to start it. Yeah. And then you can pedal assist, and it's 50cc. Electric issue, so it's been demoted to team drying rack.
If there was one person that would have those, it would
You look like you got earplugs in because you got surface.
Hey man, I can't hear you, I'm sorry. I'm on a call.
Earplugs.
Yeah.
There's a viewer, Ewan Rossi, and he's wondering, have you ever experimented with helper springs on mountain bike shocks? They use them on like all-terrain vehicles, like racing trucks, to help reduce, is it the initial friction at the start?
It depends. It's generally more of a bottom out thing, so you get like a double rate spring. No.
So why not?
There's so many room constraints on bikes. Springs are small. They have to fit in small places. And we're just starting to see some progressively wound shock springs. They've done it with fork springs for a while, but it just can't fit it in a bike.
Yeah. So it's too small. It's too small, Ewan.
Sorry.
Great questions from everyone there. If you want to ask any questions, head to the link to Patreon. Donate a little bit of cash and you can submit some questions for the pros. So that's juniors just finished. I'm heading up, check out another little bit of the woods, which I did a little bit of a look at on day one, but I'm wanting to do a little bit more in depth today. Denim destroyer at it again.
Right, that's it.
So on this section there is 3 lines. There is a wide which allows you to then set up inside or outside into the next section. There is a middle line which you have to slow down more for. Or there is a gap line where you jump from the inside rock and land on the other side of that rock. Really tricky to get the speed for that one right. So here there is a high and a low line either side of the Mercedes-Benz crash pad. Neither is really better or worse than the other, but they dictate what lines you can take into the next corner. So once you get past the crash pad decision rock, this is where stuff gets wild. So there is a wide line into the outside rut, there is a wide line and then slightly inside of the rut, there is a wide and then middle, then there is an inside to middle, then there's an inside over the rock, then there's an inside. It is insane. There's so many choices here and I'll be honest, all of them look pretty good.
Johansson Jones. Ready. Natalia's ready. Informationen Typen unterhalten. Es gibt Thank you. 2020 World Championships for cross country mountain bike, and here at Leogang, well.
Last comparison for Leogang, let's do it. Away they go, and Dylan's entrance speed to this section is already apparent. Even though he takes the longer wide line, he's still in front of Laurie. They both come off their respective lines and meet in the middle. Laurie rides the tight right a little faster than Dylan and catches him up. They now motor down to the exit of the woods. Has Laurie done enough? Not quite. Dylan takes it by 0.11. Okay, let's have world champ Loic Bruni versus fastest man through this section in the race, Bernard Kerr. They both enter this section at similar speeds, with Bruni taking the super direct inside gap and Kerr swinging it round the long outside. Bruni then heads inside of the tree while Kerr goes outside and motors for the big dusty rut. Bruni slows up for the right turn and Bernard is already pulling away and does a completely different line down the next section. Bruni's going to have to do something special to catch Bernard now, but he doesn't, and Bernard takes over half a second out of Bruni. Wow. Now, you might be thinking, flippin' heck Bernard, that's amazing. No one could possibly beat that. Well, let me introduce you to Dylan LEVESQUE's second practice run of the morning. Once again, Dylan comes into this section with major speed and already pulls a small gap in Bernard. They both do the outside line and both head left of the tree towards the outside rut. No major difference yet, but watch Dylan dive onto the middle line, then lift his wheel high over the roots. He barely slows down and he's already motoring down towards the exit of the trees. He fires out onto the berm and crosses the line a full 0.47 ahead of Bernard. Dylan LEVESQUE, take a bow. You killed this section. So that was a super interesting bit. But before I finish up, there's one more job I got to do. When I was racing the other week, I actually broke my Shimano Saint brake lever. I chatted with the guys earlier. They said, come by when racing starts. If we've got one, you can have it.
The brake levers we're all out of.
You're done, no!
I'm very sorry, wish I could help you.
No, they ran out. So I'm actually staying out to ride Leogang tomorrow and the next day. Then I'm racing Crankworks at Innsbruck next week. I'm gonna have to get creative, see if I can fix that brake lever. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit the like button, let me know you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see the next videos from Andorra. And once again, thanks to all my Patreons who help make these videos possible. Cheers guys, see you in the next one.